So I was thinking a little bit here how I want to show you the next part. Definitely close PokeServer. I'll leave these files open, but I'm going to go over to PokeMap real quick and look at this because this is obviously what we're going to want to be editing. What we're going to do is we're going to add the add Pokemon function first, and then we'll subscribe to the data. So that way we can kind of see what's going on first with that. So right here, right underneath record event, I'm going to add a function called add Pokemon, just like this, and it'll be ES6 arrow. And it's not going to take any props, so we'll just pull the state off when we need it. We're going to say meteor.call, which is this is the official Meteor method calling function. So anytime we have a function on the back end where we have main.js here, if we want to call it on the front end, so we want to do something on the front end to the back end, we just have to pass in this call function and then give it the parameters it needs. We just have to specify that this is Pokemon.add. That's what we called it right here, right? And then that's the first parameter we pass in. The next parameter is this dot state dot location because we want to pass in the location. Remember the state location right here. This is tied to wherever the user's on the map at that given time. We want to give the server that information, and then we're just going to pass in like a little error and resolution function right here. So we'll say error res for resolution. And then this is going to be an arrow function. And inside of here, we can just kind of console log out what's going on. So we'll console log, add function, and pass in that error if there is one, pass in the resolution if there is one, and we'll test this out right after we add this on to the fab here. Remember, we have to add in this function right here. I'm going to tab these down just so we can space this out a little bit, make it a little bit neater. So I'm going to say onPress is equal to, and pass in this function add Pokemon just like this. I don't need to have parentheses because this is an ES6 arrow. So I'll save this. It's going to refresh here. And before we do anything, let's go to the main.js real quick and just console log it's working. So we can console log right after we verify the user, like console.log adding Pokemon ... and then save that. So we can look at our terminal while we're hitting add here, and we'll also look at Expo XDE here. So looking at Expo XDE, we're going to look at the Meteor terminal, see what happens there, and we're also going to look at our app, obviously. So I'm going to hit this plus button, and you see it says adding Pokemon, and then down here it added in the console log add function, and then it said undefined. Remember, the first argument we passed into that console log was the error, so undefined for error. That's good. That means there's no error. And then it also gave us this string here. Now what this string is, notice if we look at PokeMap, when we console log this was the resolution. So that means they passed back the ID of the Pokemon that we just added into the server. Now this isn't this isn't 001 for Bulbasaur. This is the specific string relating to the piece that we just added to that Pokemon collection. So this is referring to a specific Pokemon that we just passed into the database. Now I'm going to break this video up here. It seems like things are working. If I could actually test this a little bit more real quick, and if I just hit plus a few more times, look, now there's 5 Pokemon instantly added in there. We're going to subscribe to the data on the front end, and I'll show you how to do that with Meteor. It's a pretty cool process, and then we'll start displaying that stuff on screen. It's going to get really exciting in the next few videos here, so can't wait to make these. See you then.